Hello, my name is Marcia Johnson and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Together with my grandnieces and nephew, Allie, Ashley, and Ryan, we are Marcia's Crafts. Today we are going to make this animal outing card. It's a fun fold, and let me bring in what you will need to make it. You need the animal outing stamp set. We're just going to use the little giraffe head here and this little frog on a branch. For my sentiment, I'm going to use a birthday one. It's going to say, birthday cheers all around. You could use any sentiment you want, of course. So you don't really need this set, Perennial Birthday. And for framelits, you also do, I'm using 3, but you really don't need them. I'm using the Animal Friends Thinlits just for the little giraffe head. That would be easy to fussy cut, so you really don't need that. Probably the one you will need is the Tropical Thinlits, this die here, and I don't see any way of getting around that one. And then from this Lakeside Framelits, I'm just using this frame to cut out my sentiment, but again, you could use something else or just cut out a rectangle. Okay, for ink, just Memento Tuxedo Black. As usual, my materials required and my measurements will be listed below in the below the video. And if you would like to purchase any of them, please consider doing so at marciascrafts.stampinup.net. We would really appreciate your business. Okay, let's get started. We need to stamp on the envelope, the sentiment layer, and these 2 layers here. Oh, and by the way, we will be using some DSP from the Garden Lane DSP set. It is a beautiful set that kind of goes with the Magnolia set also. Here are all of the sheets. We'll turn them over and show you the other side. They really are very pretty. That's that. And we're going to be using this one here. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do my sentiment first, and I'm actually using the Stamparatus because I was just having a heck of a time getting it just stamped dark enough. You don't need the Stamparatus, but I have it, so why not use it? So I'm going to put this in here and use my Memento Tuxedo Black. And as usual, when using the Memento, it's a cloth pad, so not only do I pounce a bit, but I rub it also. And that's actually not too bad, but I really want it dark, so the advantage of the Stamparatus is you stamp again in exactly the same place until you get exactly what you want. I'm going to give it a 3rd time just because. And that is very nice. Okay, that's all for the Stamparatus. Get that out of the way. Okay, oh, and look what I did. I got stuff all over my pieces. Well, fortunately, pieces have 2 sides except for the envelope, and I will just get another one of those. Okay, for the inside of the card, I'm going to use that little branch with the little froggy on it, and I'll bring it back in my Memento, and again, pounce and rub, and I'm just going to stamp that up towards the top. I'm going to leave it to soak just a little bit. Okay. Then we're going to use the giraffe. I'm going to use him on my envelope down in the corner. And I'm going to stamp 2 of him on this piece of white. Okay, and then I'm going to start assembling the card a bit because I want to give that ink a little chance to dry before I color it with the dimensionals. So we'll put those aside and just start putting our card together. So I'm going to put this large piece in here, and I'm just going to use glue. And this card base is scored and folded at 4 1/4, and then again at 2 1/8 to give us this little Z fold. Go. Okay. Now we'll bring our images back in and go ahead and color them. Remember, when you're coloring on an envelope, the blends tend to to seep through, so put something on the inside to prevent the color from going through to the back side of your envelope. So let's do this one first, and I'm going to use, let's see, So Saffron, Old Olive, and Soft Suede. So I'm just going to use this light brown for the branch. For the little frog, I'm going to do his tummy in the dark So Saffron. And then I'm going to do his little body in the light Old Olive. These images are so tiny, you really don't need to mess with blending anything. Okay, for the leaves, I'm just going to put the center vein in the dark Old Olive, and just color the rest of the leaf in the light Old Olive. Blend it in. Okay, now we'll do our little giraffes. I'm going to go ahead and do the envelope, and I'm just going to color in pretty much most of this in the light So Saffron. If you go over into the spots, it really doesn't matter. They're going to be brown, so they'll be much darker. Then I'm going to take the darker So Saffron and just outline where there seems to be some shading. Then we'll go back and blend that with the light So Saffron. I actually did my first card with Daffodil Delight, and I liked it fine, but I sort of ran out of light Daffodil Delight, so I'm having to order a new one. And then I tried the So Saffron. Turned out I actually liked it better for my little giraffe, so I kind of went over the original with So Saffron and saffroned it up a little bit. Okay, and you're going to color these two exactly the same. I've already done that, and then we have some cutting to do. We're going to take this piece of Mossy Meadow, and we are going to our die on it, and I'm going to, let's see, I want my die to go this way because I'm going to stick my little giraffes on the inside of some of these leaves. So this is the way I wanted it to be oriented. You can do whatever you please. I tried to do the same with top on both sides. So I put a little piece of tape there. We would run that through my Big Shot or whatever cutting machine you have. And then you just cut out two of the little giraffes, just like that. And birthday cheers all around. What did I do with that? Oh, here it is. I just put that right on like that and cut that out. I just like the little shape. So I've already done that. Let me get those pieces in here. Okay, and let's assemble our card. Okay, we'll bring this back, bring in our two pieces of soft suede, and we're going to mount this white layer on one of them. They're exactly the same, so doesn't matter which one. Now for this, I'm not going to put glue down on these leaves because I'm going to put my little giraffes in there, and it just really doesn't need it. Just glue the outside edges. And don't go too close here because I'm going to tuck them under a little bit. If you want, you could go ahead and put some on these because the giraffes aren't going to be there, but for the bottom part, I just left it open and it worked fine. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and put my little giraffes in, and I'm going to put one, something like that, and the other, something like that. So just put glue on the back. It is a lovely day here in Sacramento. I hope it's beautiful wherever you are. My family's headed towards Florida, and I think it's going to be a little rainy and stormy for them. Hopefully they will be safe. Okay. Now we're going to take this piece and we're going to mount it on the front, and we're only going to mount this side, so the left side. So we'll just put glue there. And what I tend to do is put a little bit of glue right on the edge here, and maybe a little right next to it. And then I only put glue on a little less than half of this. Okay, and then we're going to mount this on the front, and maybe just slightly more towards the top, but equidistant left and right. That looks good. Go ahead and press it down. And if we've done it correctly, our card will still open. Oh, lucky us. Okay, and then to mount the this card on the inside, what I do for that is I flip it over, I put glue on the back, then I lay this exactly on this other piece, matching it up exactly because they are both the same size. And then what I do is I shut the card. Perfect every time. So easy until you think of it. If you're trying to match this on the inside, that's just a mess. But this way, it's perfect. Okay, then I'm going to put my sentiment on the front. For that, I'm going to use some dimensionals. Okay, and we'll put that right about here. And then I have some little rhinestones that I've colored with the dark old olive blend. I'm going to get my pokey tool. You could use your whatever that other tool is that we have now and that has a pokey end, but this one works perfectly for me, and I'm not giving it up, so I'm keeping it. And put one about here, one here, and one here, and that's our card. There's this one. Hope you enjoyed making this card today. If you did, perhaps you could give us a thumbs up, maybe even subscribe to our channel, share the video. That would be very nice. Hope you have a great day and hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.